Hello. Today we're going to go over how to install the Player2 AI NPC plugin for Godot. We're going to show you where to install it, how to get things set up, how to create a simple text-based chat prompt like you're seeing over here, and how to make it receive stimuli from the environment and be able to perform actions in the world. So you're going to want to find the link to our Player2 AI NPC Godot project and find the GitHub link for it. And when you do this, you're going to want to download the project by going over here into code and clicking on download zip. Once you download zip, you open it up. So what you're going to want to do after you install the code is you're going to want to open it up in either the Windows zip file extractor or 7-zip or any other program. You're going to want to enter in here, find the add-ons folder, and then drag it into your project so that it appears. You might need to refresh or wait, and there it is. Now that we've updated our add-ons folder, we're ready to begin. But before we do that, we first need to make sure that the plugin is enabled. So go into Project Settings, go into Plugins, and you should see the Player2 AI NPC engine. Make sure that it is enabled. After it's enabled, we should be good to go. So we start by just making a simple user interface. What we're going to do here is we're going to make a very simple AI chat prompt. But of course, you can use this for any type of input-output system, as well as tool calls, which I will get to in a minute. So for now, what we're going to do is we're going to add a child node, and we're going to create a text edit. We're going to, for now, just move it to the bottom. Let's see. So you can type. We're going to add a button so that you can actually send the text. We're going to make it say the word send, just so that, it's obvious what the point of it is. We're going to create a label. That label is going to contain the chat history, which we will see. And what we need to do to actually, have the AI agent function is we're going to add the Player2 AI NPC node, which will basically be the AI brain that we use to, get input and output for. The first thing to make sure is that if the config field is empty, to populate it. And this will contain endpoint configurations as well as your game key, but feel free to leave that empty. Just make sure that it's actually set to a config. And now what we need to do is we need to create a script hooking everything together. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a script. We're just going to call this AI example. And what we're going to do is we're going to basically, we're going to get the button. We're going to get the text. We're going to get the history log. We're going to add some types just so that it's easier for autocomplete. What we're going to do is we're going to hook up some events. So when the button is pressed, we're going to actually update the chat. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a function called send to AI. What we're going to do is we're going to grab the text. And one more thing, we need to actually reference the AI agent as well. Also, this is not necessarily the most professional way to do it. Feel free to utilize signals and other methods that could potentially be more scalable. But for now, we're just keeping it simple. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the text from the text edit and we're going to send it to the AI. And what we do is we just do chat, aibrain.chat, and we're going to do text edit.text. To make things simpler for us, we're also going to clear the text. And that should be it. All right, so when the button is pressed, it will send our current text to AI. We also want to read the reply of the AI. So we're going to do AI brain dot, let's see, I believe it was chat received, yes. So that is a signal for receiving a message from the AI. And And for now, we're going to connect it to our receive message function. And what this is going to do is this will append to the history. We're just going to give it we're just going to make it obvious that it's AI speaking, just so we have a nice little record. .text. There we go. And also, we're going to do the same for when we talk, just so that we have a more clear history. Okay, and we're going to call this, let's see. We want to save the scene. So we're going to save this as example. And yeah, so this should be all we need. So we have the label over here, it auto-populates, and then when we start running the game, assuming we have the Player2 launcher, we should be able to speak. So I say, hello, there's API calls, boom, hello there, I'm ChatGPT AI. How are you doing today? And the AI replies, I'm doing great. And yeah, you can just have a chat, a simple input-output chat like this. But we can do more than just have an input and output. We can also have the AI perform actions and receive stimulus from the environment. Here's a simple example. We're going to create a poke button where the AI can get poked. To do this, we'll add a child node, we'll call it button, and we're going to just give it the label poke. And we're going to place it right over here. And what this will represent is it's representing a physical action that the AI will interpret as a physical action, being poked. So what we're going to do is we're going to hook up the pressed signal to, let's see, we want to hook it up to the AI NPC. We're going to, let's see, we're going to give it call the notify method. We're going to just type, something like, you have just been poked. That hurt. Respond. Basically just telling the NPC agent that, hey, you just got poked, you should respond with some kind of message. So let's see what happens. There we go. It just replied to being poked. Basically, using the notify method, we can give it stimuli from the environment. All right, so now we're going to add some basic functionality and control to the agent. What we're going to do here is we're going to create a label that the AI can basically write text to. It doesn't have to be a label, of course. It could be like, a set of commands or anything with arguments. But for now, we're just going to do a label to demonstrate the ability to pass arguments and perform actions. So what we're going to do is we're going to create an empty node, and we'll see why in a second. We're going to create a label, and we're going to call this label billboard, because it will basically function like a billboard. And this will be up at the top. We're going to make it have like some big text. We're going to increase the font size just so that it's, we're going to give it like 48 pixels. Why not give it an outline just to make it look a little different from regular text, and center it. We're going to clear it just so that it doesn't have any text for now. What we're going to do is we're going to create a new script, and we're going to call this AI tools. We can call it anything. And we're going to create some functions. We're going to do function announce. We're going to set the billboard text. And what we're going to do then is we're going to do get time. We'll return a string. It will return time dot get datetime. Let's do get datetime from system. This will just give a visual of what the time currently is. And so we're going to save this. This will just be two public functions. And then we're going to go into the AI NPC. We're going to go into tool calls. We're going to add to the scan node for functions. And we're going to take our node, our tool calls, that has our tools call script. We can just call it whatever, but I'm going to just call it tool calls just to be simple. And we're going to add it over here. And now the AI will have the ability to perform the announce call and also the get time call to get the current time. So for example, if we say, can you announce hello. We send this. There we go. It performed the tool call and it announced hello. And we can chain these tool calls and actions together. So if something like announce the current time, it will spend some time thinking. So you can see it got a little bit confused here. It's trying to call get time, but it does not have to take in text. So we'll just inform it. And this probably could be done through the actual prompt itself to give it more information. But for now, we're just going to leave it as is. There we go. And now it successfully grabbed the time from the get time function and announced it. So that's it. Thanks for watching. That's all you need in order to get your Player2 AI NPC set up into Godot to have it input stimuli from the environment and perform actions and tool calls. We hope you enjoy.